Model number 4, aerial photogrammetry. Start with the definition of the photogrammetry. What is the meaning of photogrammetry? It is an art, science, and technology obtaining accurate measurements by use of a photographs is called as a photogrammetry. For example, if you take the photograph on any object, in that light is the medium for taking the photographs. Then this light is reflected to the camera. This radiation will be captured by the camera. Then this image will be maybe in the soft copy or hard copy. Okay, this is the example of the photogrammetry. In the photogrammetry, there are two types are there. One is aerial photogrammetry and second one is terrestrial photogrammetry. Aerial photogrammetry. It is the branch of photogrammetry where the photographs are taken by a camera mounted on an aircraft flying over the area. For example, suppose we have to measure this area. The whatever camera is fitted with this plane, then this aeroplane is moving on with respect to surveyed area, then taking the pictures. This type of method is called as a aerial photogrammetry. One more example of the aerial photogrammetry. Nowadays we are using the drone camera. Coming to the terrestrial photogrammetry. This is also branch of photogrammetry where in photographs are taken from a fixed position on or near the ground. So the example of this one is it is by taking the pictures or photo by using a mobile. So here this is our camera. This, for example, this is object. By taking the using this camera, taking the picture of this building. This is the one more example of the terrestrial photogrammetry. And last, one more example of the terrestrial photogrammetry. It is taking the selfie. Uses of photogrammetry. Start with the first one, that is geological investigation. Suppose a larger area is considered, it is not possible to move on with respect to larger area and classify with respect to geological investigation. But if you are using the aerial photogrammetry, we can easily take pictures of with respect to larger area, then we can classify or investigation the geological formation on the area. Second one, that is soil survey. Here also same for investigation of a soil on with respect to area. In this, we are not conducting any tests on the soil, like properties of the soil, that is HPC of soil, moisture content, and CBR test. Here, just by observing the color of the soil on a photograph, we can classify what are the soil present in the with respect to considered area. Next one, that is land survey. For land survey, if you consider the larger area, for this survey work, to conducting by using word methods, it requires lot of time and money. Suppose that land survey by using aerial photogrammetry, it will take the lesser time and we can conduct easily on the larger area. Next one, that is reconnaissance and military survey. Military intelligence. This will help for the military intelligence as a spy, and also it will help in the war time. Next, urban and regional development. Suppose the area is considered for the town or future planning by using a aerial photogrammetry. It will help the easily development of the considered area. Similarly, transportation system investigation. This also help for the development of the with respect to consider transportation line. Suppose if you consider the transportation or road work, it requires the development of that road work by taking the pictures by in a regular time by quantity survey. Here, if you consider the surveying on a mountain, by using a taking the pictures or by using a aerial photogrammetry, you can calculate the height of the mountain. Suppose we are conducting the aerial photography on a pond. By using the taking the picture, we can calculate the how much catchment area is present in the with respect to pond. Next, we discuss about the some definitions related to this image. So first one is camera axis. Camera axis is the line passing through the center of the camera lens, perpendicular to the camera plate and picture plate. So just observe here in this diagram. This is our camera plate and this one is picture plate. The overall diagram is there. It is the camera used for the aerial photography. Here the line passing on the exactly perpendicular to the camera plate and picture plate. The whatever dotted line is there, this line is called as a camera axis. Second one, that is picture plane. Picture plane is the plane perpendicular to the camera axis at the focal distance in front of the lens. Just observe here. This is picture plane. Means after taking the photograph on any object, it will print on as it is. This is called as a picture plane. This picture plane, it is perpendicular to the camera axis at a distance from the of focal length from the lens. Next, that is principal point. It is defined as intersection of the camera axis with the picture plane or a camera plate. So this is camera plate and this one is picture plate. The whatever the camera axis passing on the with respect to plates at this point, that is K dash and K point, are called as a principal point. Next, focal length. It is the perpendicular distance between the center of the camera to the picture plate or camera plate. This is the center of the camera. From here to here, the whatever distance is there, or here to here distance is there, it is called as a focal length of the camera plate. Next definition, that is tilted photograph and oblique photographs. These are the different types of photographs. That is vertical photograph. A vertical photograph is an aerial photograph made with the camera axis coincident with the direction of gravity. The example of this one is taking the pictures on a camera is mounted on a plane or aeroplane. This is called as a vertical photograph. In this vertical photograph, the whatever the camera axis is there, it is in the direction of gravity. Next definition, that is tilted photograph. A tilted photograph is an aerial photograph made with the camera axis unintentionally tilted from the vertical by small amount. Usually this one is 3 degrees. Just observe here. This is photograph plate and this is our ground. Here camera is mounted on the at some height. This is slightly tilted with respect to camera axis. Actual camera axis is here. It is slightly tilted, taking the pictures of the with respect to area. This is called as a tilted photograph. The maximum angle of the tilted photograph is 3 degrees. Similar, next one is oblique photograph. An oblique photograph is an aerial photograph taken with the camera axis directed intentionally between the horizontal and the vertical. So here, this is the picture of the oblique photograph. Here, intentionally tilting the camera axis to the vertically or horizontally at a some degree. This is called as an oblique photograph. In the angle of tilted is it is greater than the 3 degree. Next definition, that is perspective projection. Perspective projection is the one produced by straight lines regarding from a common point and passing through the point on the sphere to the plane of projection. For example, just observe here. If you are taking the pictures of this building, by camera is mounted at that one, the whatever the straight lines are passing from the one origin over the respective area, this area is reflected towards the camera and printed on the camera plate. This is called as a perspective projection. Now, example of the perspective projection is picture of this building. Next one, exposure station. Exposure station is a point in a space or in the air occupied by the camera lens at the instant of exposure. So just observe this diagram. So here, the whatever the O point is there, it is the exposure station. It is mounted on the camera lens or camera point. Next definition, that is flying height. Flying height is the elevation of the exposure station above the mean sea level or any selected datum. For example, suppose if we consider this here, it is datum or mean sea level. The camera is mounted on the plane. So this is our exposure station. The distance from this exposure station to the datum, this is called as a flying height. Similarly, flight line, it is a line drawn on a map to represent the track of the aircraft. It means, suppose this is first point, this is second point, and this is third, and this one is fourth point. Suppose this area is considered in a rectangular or square. For taking the pictures of this one, the movement of the camera on this area is called as a flight line. Next one is nadir point. Nadir point is a point where a plumb line dropped from the front nodal point pierces to the photograph. Just observe this figure. Here the camera is mounted here, and at this level we are plumbing the plumb bob, and it is touches the here, and this plumb bob is passing on the vertically downwards to the ground. The whatever this line is touches this photograph is called as a nadir point. That or N is there, it is the nadir point. Similarly, this plumb line touches on the ground. This point is called as a ground nadir point. Next definition is, that is tilt. Tilt is the vertical angle defined by the intersection at the exposure station of the optical axis with the plumb line. So just observing this diagram again. This is the camera is mounted here, and this is the plumb line after dropping a plumb bob, and this is our camera axis. So angle between these two lines is called as a tilt. One more definition, that is swing. Swing is the angle measured in the plane of the photograph from the positive y-axis in clockwise direction to the negative part. Here, this is our photograph plane. Here they are divided to positive x-axis, negative x-axis. Similarly, positive y, negative y here. This is the swing, means it is the angle measured from positive y-axis in the clockwise direction up to a negative point is called as a swing. Similarly, principal plane. Principal plane is the plane defined by the lens and ground negative point and principal point produced the on a ground. This is our principal point. It produced this line up to a ground point. This plane is called as a principal plane. In this diagram, the NOK, this is also called as a principal plane, or this ground NO ground K point is also called as a principal plane. One more that is principal line. One more definition, that is principal line. It is a line intersection of the principal plane with the plane of the photograph. It is thus the line on a photograph obtained by joining the principal point and the photo negative point. So this is the line. Okay, the whatever line is there, this one. This line is joining the respective principal point to the negative point. This line is called as a principal line. Last definition, isocenter. Isocenter is the point in which the bisecting of the angle of tilt it meets the plane of the photograph is called as a isocenter. So just observe this diagram. Okay, this is our tilt from this vertical line to this camera axis. This is total is angle is that is tilt. The bisecting of this tilt by drawing a vertical dotted line like this. Then this line is that is the photo plane, that is photograph plane. The whatever this point is called as a isocenter. The whatever the OI is there is called as a bisecting of the tilt. This I point is called as a isocenter.